Hi, I'm Chef Raphael and welcome to today's episode. Now, I'm excited because today I'm making something that is favorite to me, something sweet, a dessert. I'm making fried pineapple fritters served with an ice cream. I have a small piece here that I need to taste. Um, hmm. Wow, nice. So this is made out of flour. It's actually like a butter, flour, eggs, sugar, and it's really nice and crispy on the outside. The pineapple is not too sweet, and then it's watery, so it's nice and warm. And then especially when you serve it with ice cream, this is a perfect dessert. It's super easy to make it. Watch till the end, you see how simple it is to do it. So for the main ingredients, the ingredients for this particular dish is, first of all, is the pineapple. But you can actually use the same recipe. You can actually use apples, you can use bananas. But for this recipe, I'll show you the pineapple. So pineapple, we have 45 grams of sugar, 115 grams of all-purpose flour, 150 mLs, 50 mils of milk, and then I have 2 eggs. So what I have here is one of the eggs is separated, that is the egg whites is separate, and one of the egg is the whole egg. So 2 eggs, one separated, egg white and yolk aside. So one of the yolk is here and the other egg is whole inside here. So those are the main ingredients. Simple. It's actually kind of like pancake. So the same ingredients that we have for pancake. So when you have a pineapple, first of all, try and make sure that it's not too big a size. Now it also depends. When I was buying this, I actually looked for a small piece like this one. It's ripe. So how you tell it's ripe is that it's not green on the skin. And also try and find one that is not bruised. Now this one, when I was choosing it, I liked this one, and when I was pressing it, I noticed here there's a bruise. So also feel it. You do not want it to be fully bruised. So we'll find out how deep this one is when you cut it open and peel it basically. Other thing I also look out for whenever I'm buying pineapple is, apart from the skin, it should not be too ripe, but of course it should not be green. If it's too ripe, it will be close to yellow on the outside. And also what I look for is that this crown should not be too old, should not be wilted. So the first thing you need to do whenever you're peeling is remove this by holding it. First of all, I have cleaned it. So clean it first. You need to clean it first, and then to remove this, just hold it like that and then twist it like that. This will come out. So this, if you're using it for a garnish, you can actually use it for garnish, especially for this recipe. You can remove these ones for garnish or basically throw it. First thing also, now you have a small round piece. So cut both edges, this side and this side. So I'll start with this. And it's a good idea if you're using a serrated knife. It's actually better to cut and peel like that. So for the other side, I'm going to cut it until I go under this part, which was attached to the plant. Like that. You want it to go till the core. And then now it can sit by itself. So, and one thing I'm also doing, I'm actually sewing. I'm not pressing to cut. I'm actually sewing, using the cutting action to cut, because you'll cut it better when you're doing that. So now I'm going to peel. Now when I'm peeling, I'm going to go round towards, as it's carving, so that I don't peel too much of the flesh of the pineapple. Let me try and turn. So you go round the piece. You also go inside so that you also don't get too much of these eyes left or not cut. So after doing all this, it's a good idea to clean it now that you have already peeled it. So the reason why I chose this piece is because I not get big rounds. Now in case you can't find a smaller piece, you can go for whatever piece you have, but I'm guessing you may need to cut it in half and then have half sliced fried pineapple as opposed to the round ones. Now another thing I need to mention is if you have a corer, the one that can remove the core of the pineapple, you can actually use it now by just pressing it into the center of the pineapple until it comes out to the other side. If you do not have one, like in my case right now I don't have it, now you're going to slice it approximately 1.5 centimeter thick, between 1 centimeter and 1.5 centimeter. Again, when you're cutting, use the cutting action like that, or sawing action. Don't press into it. When you're cutting it like this, you'll be able to get it straight. Also, it's also try and get it straight for what I mean is straight so that it's round, evenly thick on all sides. Now that's what we have. Now this one, it's towards the end, this one it's really hard. So the way to remove the core, it's a good idea if you can just to remove it, because it's going to be really hard when you are frying it together with the core. So I'm going to find a small knife that can cut center. So a sharp pointed knife, so at least I can see where the core is. So I basically going to try to. So in case you don't like pineapple, I mentioned about the apple, so I would say use the green apple, not the red one. The red one is too sweet. So basically cut it into wedges. You can cut it into something like this, or depending on the size, not too small and also not too big. Just make sure you remove the seeds, something like that. And then you use the same procedure now you're going to do when making the mixture, and then dipping them and then frying them. So cut them into wedges like that. Remove the seeds. You can cook them together with the skin on, or if you don't like the skin, you can remove the skin as well. But I would say use the green apples whenever you're doing this. So let me talk about Retrieval.com and the fact that I have brand new courses on Retrieve. Now I have baked goods and dinners and side dishes course on Retrieve, and what it is it's like YouTube. It's a Google search. It's like even social media basically, because I can actually respond to you if you have a question. Now, when you take one of my courses on Retrieve, either the baking one or the cooking one, first of all, it's the way to learn, because you get all this content curated just for you. It's all brought together. It's first of all, another thing I love about it is that it's translated in either English, French, Portuguese, or Spanish. There is a transcript, or you can even do a voiceover whereby you can choose whichever language that you prefer to listen to me. So you learn, and when you're searching, you're actually searching for, let's say add sugar or add eggs. You're actually taken to the exact point in that recipe whereby I'm adding the sugar. Maybe that's where you literally want to see. Or if you want to watch the whole guide or course, just watch from the beginning to the end. So I mentioned I have 2 courses on the platform, and you can actually take both of them and then get them at a discount, or take either one. You can take the baking one or the cooking one, but I'll go for the deal whereby I get the discount with both. And the most important thing is that, like I said, you can get to ask questions within the platform. Let's say if you're stuck, and I'll come to you and answer you. So with this new way of learning, I hope you learn something, and especially you get to discover more about the content that I actually create, and it will be of benefit to you. So the first thing you want to do is make sure, first of all, I didn't mention this when I started, is whenever you're putting the egg white in the bowl, make sure that bowl is clean and dry. I'll get to explain why when I start making the egg white, but that's really important. Make sure that it's clean and dry. For me, I have 2 whisks. This is handy, but in case you have one, and first of all, you need to use a whisk, especially for the egg white. Now, if you only have 1 whisk, then you can start with the egg white by mixing the egg white completely, which I'll show you a little bit later. And then with that same whisk, you can mix the rest of the ingredients after, but not start with these ingredients, which is what I'll do right now. So eggs, 1 egg yolk, and 1 whole egg, sugar, and the milk. So if you mix this mixture like I'm going to do right now, like that, and then take this same whisk and mix the egg white, that egg white will not give you the results that we need. That's why I was saying, if you only have 1 whisk, start by mixing with that whisk the egg white, and then after you're finished, do this mixture. Now for the flour, actually I'll do this because I actually have this. It's a good idea if you can do the sifting. So sift the flour. That prevents, removes all the lumps that may be there on the flour. So mix the flour after sifting. Again, it's a good idea if you're using a whisk, because the whisk will make sure that you actually completely mix it like that. And this also avoids lumps. That's ready. Now for the egg white, again, clean bowl, clean whisk. If you only have 1 whisk, you can clean this one and dry it, and then now start with the egg white. So the egg white is at room temperature, and all I need to do is whisk it until it's doubled in size, or until it becomes white and fluffy. So this is what you need to achieve. Soft peaks, at least. The egg white will actually, what happens actually is that even when you turn the bowl upside down, it will not pour like that. So that's good. So I'm going to transfer this into the mixture. So using a spatula, I'm going to slowly incorporate it slowly, and then fold it into the mixture. The folding action is like that. So you stop mixing when all the egg white has been incorporated into the mixture. And most importantly, do not overmix. And also, very important, do not use a whisk whenever you're at this page. So how you tell the oil is hot enough, what I usually do is take a small drop of water, just a very small drop, like 1, and dip it. So that reaction of the oil and water is almost instant. It's not too loud. That means that the oil is hot enough. But with time you can also tell, but my easiest way to explain it is to dip one drop of water and listen out for that sound. So I will start with the pineapples. So pick them and drop them into the mixture. The mixture is gonna be thick. It will cover the pineapple. So when you're lifting it, lift it, remove a little bit of the excess, and then dip it in the oil slowly. Take another one. Dip and turn it so that the actual both sides are. And then when you lift it gently so that you don't remove the mixture like that. You want it to be golden brown. It doesn't take long to cook until it's actually golden brown. Take a slotted spoon, like that, like this, to a plate. That's the color you need to look out for, golden brown on all sides. And also you see here, this is where here is where I finger. So be careful about that part when you lift it with the finger, because that part now is not covered with the mixture. So basically they actually look like donuts, and basically it's the mixture that is that has cooked on the outside. It's nice and soft. You notice it didn't take long to cook because the idea is just to cook the outside, and that's how it should be. And when it comes to serving, serve it when it's warm. It's better when it's warm than immediately from frying, than waiting for it to cool down. What will happen is that when it cools down, the pineapple juice will come out from the inside and then making the mixture a little bit soggy. Now the other thing I forgot to mention when frying is make sure that your pineapples are also dry when you're dipping it in the mixture, so that it actually sticks. If it's a little bit wet, even from its own juices, the mixture will not stick well on top of on the pineapple. And now I'll show you how to serve it. Serve it with ice cream, and I hope you'll enjoy yours. So that's how simple it is, and this is how it looks when it's fully presented. Garnish with a mint, a pineapple, a strawberry, something red. I have ice cream with peach. It's actually a peach ice cream, so it gives a nice color. You can use any other ice cream you have. I actually have a homemade ice cream video that I've made previously, so check it out if you haven't. And I hope you enjoy yours like I know I will enjoy mine. I hope I see you again. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing and also hit the bell button. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps me know what videos you like, and so that when I'm making new videos, I know what you like to watch. So I hope you enjoyed this. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And until next time, bye.